They used to call it Gainesville. Now it's known as Titletown. 2 out of the last 3 years, University of Florida wins the BCS Championship, and Tim Tebow willed that team to victory in the second half. That's our big topic on this edition of Game Face with our good friend, the sports addict, Gary Fineout. Gary, what a breathtaking result to the BCS Championship game.
Well, the result that I think, all knew was going to happen. I mean, I never had any doubt that Florida was going to win this game, and I've been saying it for months and months. They're the best team in the country.
Months and months, but early in the season, my dear friend, you were not the big Gator fan you turned out to be. I never saw anybody get on a bandwagon like you did.
Okay, first off, I'm not a Gator fan. I'm an astute observer of what's going to happen, an accurate predictor of things.
But you joined the bandwagon, in fact, in a way back bench seat. But we welcome you. We welcome you to the Gator.
You know, I'm getting a lot of grief from FSU fans, by the way.
You know what? I root for any state team that's in the thick of a championship hunt. And the Gators are in it. When Florida State or Miami or anyone else in the state college ranks are in it, I root for them. That's what we all ought to do.
Well, but Ron, let's talk about that game. I mean, you were at that game. You were there on the 50-yard line. You took in the brilliance of this victory. Well, I mean, what were you thinking about?
It was a nail-biter. It was really scary. I can't remember being so tense. But happily, I was there with our friends Leslie and Jack Furman, who won tickets from Game Face to sit on the 50-yard line. That second half, though, it was all Tebow willing the team to victory with a courageous performance by Percy Harvin.
A great performance by Percy Harvin. Obviously a difference maker. It'll be interesting to see if he stays with the team or goes to the NFL. But, I mean, I just think I'm not sure, as brilliant as Tebow was, I wonder if the game would have had a different outcome if Harvin hadn't been there.
Well, and how about this? The Gator defense stuffs the Oklahoma vaunted offense twice in the red zone. Twice.
And I'm going to say this, the Big 12 was overrated. Let's just face it. ESPN pumped up this conference, and it's not that they weren't good football teams in that conference. I think at the end of the day, when you look at what happened, you have to say, okay, a little bit more hype than necessary.
And Gary, the only bigger news this week statewide and in college football, not the Gators winning the championship, but that Tim Tebow makes the decision to come back. His own coach says it's not just great for the Gators, great for college football.
Well, it'll be good for the Gators as well. But the long and short of it is that Tebow, I'm not sure he's going to be a great NFL quarterback. He has a lot of intangibles that you can't get anywhere else. But at the end of the day, I think he made a very great choice. I mean, why not come back, shoot for another title, and have fun?
He's the king of college football, and clearly lots of the sports experts across the country saying the Gators likely to be ranked preseason #1, maybe Texas, but the Gators
or
bringing back like an entire defense and Tebow. I like their chances a lot.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say, as much as you're going to hate this, I don't think the Gators are going to repeat. I think they're a great team. I think they will come close. But I think when you got a target on you as big as they're going to have, I think every team that comes and plays them next year is going to try to ramp it up a level.
Okay, Gary, we'll welcome you back on the bandwagon in the fall of '09. Meanwhile, from across the state, let's try a trick never performed.
Okay.
All right? The exchange of the penalty flags for all those Tebow critics who think he's a coward for coming back to the college football gridiron.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. What a good one. Wow. All the way 500 miles. And what about those critics, Gary?
I think, this is ridiculous. I mean, to say that he's a coward for not going into the NFL. I mean, first off, like I said, it's a smart choice because who knows where he would have gone and how he would have been drafted. But to say I'm going to come back and try to win another Heisman Trophy and win another title, I mean, what is wrong with that? And I think you're a loser to criticize this decision.
Hey, you know what? If it were easy, they wouldn't have a championship game. Now it's known as a championship game. Gary Fineout, the sports addict, thank you very much. Hope all your teams win, and we'll see you next time on Game Face.